So here's our next step. We are going to give careful attention to what is hurting. Take your notes again and write down why this sentence of you is so true. Let me give you a couple suggestions. What I would write down below my sentence: I'm procrastinating, I'm uncertain about what to do next, and this is an 8 on a scale 0 to 10. I would write: I've spent 2 weeks on this one little thing. I've been playing online games instead. I don't know how to deal with the next steps. I'm not sure about the next steps. I'm trying to distract myself, but the task keeps coming back to me, staring me in my face. The later in the evening, the more uncomfortable it becomes. And then I postpone the solution to the next day. This is what I do. It is very unpleasant. It makes me very uncertain about my life. Now, remember, I'm not going to fight a battle here. I'm not going to make myself feel guilty. I'm not writing down, this should not be. I just acknowledge what is going on. I'm looking the truth in her eyes. And I say to her, yes, however sad, this is true for me. Don't forget, we will be very kind to what comes up. We will not fight it. We are acknowledging what is true for us now. So now pause the video and write down for yourself how and why your sentence is true for you. Right. We are going to practice love to ourselves. And by doing that, we free ourselves from part of the burden of unpleasant emotions and thoughts. We make space for our breath. We will do this by using the so-called emotional freedom techniques, also known as tapping. We will work with the mind and the body at the same time in a very gentle manner. We are going to speak words to ourselves, literally, while tapping on some acupuncture points on our body. This combination of cognitive psychology and age-old Chinese energy work has given me great results in recent times. And the first time I heard about it, I was quite skeptical because it seemed to me a kind of wishful positive thinking and fluffy even. To my amazement, it worked for me. From what I lately read about it, its effectiveness has been proven and partly understood by Western scientists. It's related to how our body regulates stress by hormones that are produced in a brain structure called amygdala, and essentially by tapping on our body, we signal to our amygdala that we are safe and there is no need to produce this stress hormone. And that is how our anxiety and any other strong uncomfortable feeling or thought gets reduced. This acupuncture thing works on this principle, and so it is not so esoterical after all. And hey, we don't use needles on ourselves, we just very gently tap with our fingers. Now, since I've been educated with Western science and have been practicing all kinds of techniques like this tapping and meditation and so on, I know that I'm going to give you something worthwhile. If this is the first time you encounter such a thing, it may seem a little weird. But as you may know for yourself, weird is not equal to either bad or good. It's just a label that we use for something we are not accustomed to, right? Well then, time for tapping. What you will see me doing is tapping with my fingers on certain spots on my upper body. And in a minute, we'll be doing this together and you can follow my example. Here are these spots just to make you familiar with it. Side of the hand. I use 4 fingers to tap on it gently and relaxed. Eyebrow. I use 2 fingers to tap on the beginning of the eyebrow next to the nose. Side of the eye. Again, 2 fingers on the edge of the bone here, close to the eyeball. Under the eye. Again, on the bone, in the middle. Under the nose. The skin is thicker there. You don't feel the bone so well. On the chin. In fact, in the dimple. Right? On the collarbone, either with a flat hand or with several fingers. Right? On those collarbones, left and right. Under the arm, on the ribs. That is one hand width under the armpit. Exactly. And on the head, either with flat hand or with fingers. Very gentle. Because it's a very soft spot. That's it. 1 on the hand and the other 7 on your head and upper body. Now here come the words combined with the tapping. And instead of the more precise example of procrastination that I used earlier, I will now use words that you can repeat after me relating to what your issue is. So it is more general to give you an idea of how I use tapping for these negative thoughts and feelings of mine or others. I help friends with these, and till now they have all had very positive results. And I as well was amazed by what worked and how this worked. It's incredible. So here goes. Repeat after me and connect with this feeling or thought of yours that you have with every sentence spoken. So every sentence, feel very much what you are addressing in yourself. Okay? Here we go. Tapping along. Even though I have this unpleasant feeling, you can repeat after me and connect with this feeling. Again. Even though I have this unpleasant feeling, this uncomfortable thought, I am open to the possibility of being kind to myself at every time. Even though I don't like this feeling at all, I'm open to the possibility of accepting what I am feeling. Even though this feeling is present in me, I'm open to deeply love myself and everything that is in me. Keep repeating after me, to the eyebrow. This unpleasant feeling. This feeling. This thought. This recurring thought. This low mood that I have. These things playing around in my mind. All these things coming back time and again. all this uneasiness that I feel repeatedly. It is all part of who I am. It is a part of me which I don't like. It is a part of me, of what is going on in me. It is coming and going. I am open not to resist it when it is there. I'm willing to feel okay with it. I'm open to letting it go. It is safe to let it go. I am safe when I experience this feeling or thought. And I am safe when I don't experience it. Now close your eyes. Take a deep breath. How are you feeling right now? Can you give it a number again, between 0 and 10? Do you have a number? Write it down, next to the other number. Right? Now, if it is lower than before, you feel more at ease now, right? If you want, you can now repeat the process with the same sentence and feeling or thought to decrease it even more. Or you can rinse and come up with another unpleasant feeling or thought to work on. Now, people who have done this tapping sometimes report a number higher than the one they had before. This means they have done a very intensive practice to which they were not accustomed. In itself, this is not bad. It is probably the rough start of a process by which the numbness of feelings is melting away. Emotional numbness is one of the effects of suppressing or ignoring feelings and worries for a long time. Now, when this numbness starts to melt, these uncomfortable feelings come to the surface and can be quite strong. As long as you can handle them, you're on the right path. But when you would feel you need professional help, don't hesitate to get it, okay? Once you get familiar with the process, you can work out other words for yourself. Or we can do this together as a guided tapping. You can contact me through the website. A guided tapping can be more upsetting, more intense. There is quite some old psychological stuff underneath our most unpleasant feelings. Even a thing as innocent as procrastination can hide deep trauma, for instance, of never being good enough. We will finish our common lesson here. Let's draw the conclusion. Let's wrap up what you've learned in this session. 1. How do you access your feelings and thoughts that need healing? 2. How do you grow your awareness of them? 3. How do you start healing them with your kind attention? And 4. How you can work with yourself, walking the path step by step. Now, there are other steps that we can take. I was thinking of refocusing attention, power poses, gratitude journaling, a method of investigating limited beliefs called the work, making brisk walking, both a meditation as a physical exercise, and so on. So you can now subscribe to the program and get access to all the material that has been and will be released. Go to www.lovebybreakup.com and sign up there. Do it now, before you can even forget. See you there. Be well.